Heyo guys, this is Shaddai. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but you guys already know I don't pronounce anything good. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a first look at this game. Well, it's not really a first look because there was already a preview of this, of the developer playing it. But this game looks fantastic. It's so artistic. Look at the trees. Look at the surroundings. This is not like any other game anybody has ever played. I can tell you that now. It does have a little the mechanics of Devil May Cry or God of War, but the scenery and the story are just, it's a new take on everything, I would say, pretty much. You play Enoch. You're basically a mortal. You're a guy just chilling. You were having a Coca-Cola and a Diet Pepsi and some playing your Xbox 360 while you're watching E3 news, and then one day God is like, hey, you want to be a hero? And you're like, yeah, I do, God. So yeah, you're chosen by God to save 7 angels, 7 fallen angels. Not sure of all the angels' names, but I think in this particular stage, you're in Ezekiel's world. I think it's her, and her world is all about perfection. She loves beautiful things, basically. So she loves perfection, guys. And you can see over here, I'm knocking down the enemy, and you can disarm the enemy and take their weapons once they're dazed. And there you go. Perfect timing, right when I said it. How good is that? So it is pretty fun. You're gonna see me go up the stairs here, and you're gonna see me battle some badass named Azazel, who basically mocks you throughout the game. Oh no, my recorder is dying, so I'm just gonna keep talking until it dies. Anyways, let's continue. This game is sort of like a mixture of a little bit of old school. It doesn't basically hold your hands. It's sort of like a platformer. Like if you miss a jump, you'll die. You'll be punished for it. There is no going back. It doesn't have invisible walls where like, oh, I jumped there, but I jumped horribly and I still got across. No, you will die. You've come. Jumps from the developer, what the developers know, said they get more difficult as the further along you go on this game. So you're in for a bit of a challenge, and if you don't like being frustrated, well, you're out of luck. As you can see here, I get totally and utterly beat up, but I think it's one of those matches where you're supposed to lose and to further the story, because I had no chance. I'll let you guys listen.
It's time you learned your place.
Little cutscene there. As you see, when I go further along after I finish my first battles, you're gonna see a little bit of something that reminds you of a Super Mario game. It's just like this game has so much uniqueness to it, and I hope it does well, because a lot of times these games don't get enough shine, and you really want them to. So this is why I wanted to make the video of this game. This is actually a good game. I don't know if it's gonna do well though. I don't know what developer created it, but wow, just please keep making games. Let's see, the weapon I'm using right now is the Gale. It's sort of like a it rotates behind your back, and it's like a ninja star weapon. You can jump and shoot it. Each weapon in this game has its own unique features and weapons. It offers its own abilities, which I think is pretty cool. Not sure how many weapons are in the game, but I'm betting there's a lot. I could just imagine the boss battles in this. Can you imagine the boss battles in this, guys? I wonder if somebody else on YouTube has some boss battles of this game, because I know somebody must have it. This game is just like an animated picture. Beautiful. I was punished a lot in a lot of the battles. There's a lot of cut footage that I have that I got my butt kicked. It's not normal for me, but wow. I thought it was bad in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This game just punished me pretty badly. But, you know, I can't pick easy. I'm not okay with putting the game on easy. It feels like I'm cheating, and I don't like that feeling. So it took me a few times, but once I got used to it and used to the buttons, and I figured out, like, oh, okay, when I'm getting hit, my weapon is becoming tainted, and the more it gets tainted, the more useless it becomes, and I can't hurt the enemy. So you gotta get used to blocking and purifying your weapons. Otherwise, these guys are gonna punish you. You may think they're easy, they're not. They have their patterns, obviously. Every bad guy does, and I do okay. This is one of the clips I do okay because I edited everything out I did horribly at, so you guys can't see it. So I look like I'm utterly perfect to you guys. The little it doesn't have any what's that thing called that they have in every single game now? Quick action scene where you press the buttons. None of that I've seen so far, which is good because that's starting to become irritating. They have that in a new Need for Speed game. They showed a little. Oh, here's a part. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that game that much because I'm not a Need for Speed guy. I know a lot of people like Need for Speed though. But look at this. I can't even speak. This looks so friggin' beautiful. I just have to let you guys embrace that. It's just like, wow. I wouldn't mind. This game, I think, would be more successful on XBLA, to be honest. I think it would get a lot more people buying it. One of those digital downloads. I don't think it's gonna have its justice through retail. Unless it is an XBLA game that but it was in the demo section on Xbox Live, so I don't think it's an XBLA. No, it's not. It's a retail game, which is pretty sad because I don't think it's gonna sell a lot, and it's really good. I mean, I had a blast with it. I'll probably get it if I can find it anywhere. Blockbuster is finally going out of business in Canada, by the way. Every one of them is closing, so I can't rent anything anymore. I'm gonna have to start buying everything. A little bit further on in the footage, I'm gonna be showing. There I go. I died the first time. See, you get punished in this game. If you miss a jump, you're dead. I'm playing Dungeon Seige 3. Really doesn't need any introduction. Everybody knows Dungeon Seige 3. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that right about now.
Well, seems we have another rat trying to escape the trap.
Now this is a game that needs no introduction. This is how a dungeon crawler should be, where you get your loot, it's well polished, it's good, it's fun, you can play with a bunch of your friends. And I got some flack for the Dungeons and Dragons game. I got a real troll comment about a guy telling me to go on the highway and get hit by a car just because my opinion was different from his opinion. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful with what I say, not to please those type of people, but just I don't want to inflame those people because they're really irritating and I don't need them around leaving weird comments. But anyways, let's get to this game, Dungeon Seige. It's quite a contrast between the two games I showed. Obviously they're different types of games, and obviously people know the history of Dungeon Seige is well established as one of the better PC games. Well, Dungeon Seige, the first one, people loved that, and then part 2 people were like, so. And part 3 people are still kind of debating about it, I mean. But I'm gonna get this game. I need my fix until Diablo 3 comes out. Everybody's gonna get Diablo 3. So right now, currently, this game is gonna be the game I play until the ultimate dungeon crawler, Diablo 3, comes out. Everybody's waiting for that. Even my grandmother is waiting for that, and she's right behind me right now, massaging my shoulders, and I feel completely okay with recording this while she's right behind me. No, but let's be serious. I had fun with this. This is just the demo. I was trying it out. I just wanted to give it a flip on the console. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on PC, or I probably should get it on PC because that's where the game originated from. That's where everybody's gonna probably be playing it. But I don't know. I'm more console oriented right now. I got this console vibe. So I don't know. It really depends whatever my friends are gonna get it on. It doesn't matter. I don't discriminate. I love games in general. I don't care what I'm playing them on. It just depends who I can play with. So far, I'm enjoying the game, the demo. No problems. Like the equipment, like the amount of loot I've seen, even though most of it has been the same through each what's that? I hate when I forget those words in my head and I can't just compute them. They just won't come out of my mouth. I have it in my brain, but it can't come out of my mouth. But yeah, I recommend you guys who are on the edge of your seats for this game, get the demo, try it out. You can play online in the demo on the Xbox Live version. You can play with a friend, so test it out with a friend if you want. Highly recommended game for you guys who are waiting for Diablo 3. Do not get Dungeons and Dragons. Get this game. This game will give you a better experience and you'll be much more happier with it. And yeah, that's all. I was going to talk a little bit about E3 stuff, but everybody's covering that. You already know the news already been talked about by literally everybody. But if you're curious what I am most excited about, I gotta say Nintendo really impressed me with their conference, and the controller looked really cool. I wouldn't mind having that. And the little clip of Zelda looks spectacular. That looks beautiful, and I think they should have a little bit more emphasis on that, because a lot of the third-party titles were from the PS3 or Xbox footage, but they need to show off how powerful their system is with their first-party exclusives, just like they did with the Zelda snippet. They show more of that, more people will be impressed and more people will buy it. I want to see how they're going to hold up though, because they might have started the domino effect for the other consoles at the next E3 to announce their systems. How is Nintendo going to hold up to a new Microsoft system or a new Sony system? That's what's interesting me very much. But anyways, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, whatever. Sign up, subscribe, do whatever you want, guys. Do whatever you want. Anyways, I'll talk to you next time.